How's it going, Scootrmacl YouTube channel? I have a banger for you today. We are going to be ranking the top 10 silliest, goofiest deaths in human history. Is that respectful? Yes, yes it is. These people died. I am sure that knowing with the intention that Scootrmacl will one day put them in a tier list and then make them fight each other for an S tier, okay? It is totally respectful. I'm sure they're gonna love it. But just to make sure things don't go a little too crazy, there are no deaths after the year 1900. I didn't want to be disrespectful, okay? So let's jump straight into it. Number 1, Chrysippus. Chrysippus was a Greek philosopher and one of the most influential figures in Stoicism. That's right, your boy was a Stoic. He was a Sigma, okay? According to legend, Chrysippus met his end by laughing himself to death. The story goes that one day, he saw his donkey eating figs. Yeah, you know, as one does. In a moment of mischief, he decided to give the animal some wine to wash them down. As he was watching the tipsy donkey struggle with the figs, it was apparently so funny that Chrysippus burst out laughing into an uncontrollable laughter. He literally died from that laughter. Your boy thought something was too funny. We've all been there. We've all been there. Rarely do we die from it, but we have all been there. So where would I rank this? Where would I rank this? That's a good B. I feel like there's more absurd deaths. Also, the validity of the whole thing. Do people really laugh themselves to death? I mean, these Greek people, they die from anything. We'll get into more Greeks in a second. Next up, Draco, the lawmaker. And no, not the Malfoy. Draco, from around 600 BC, was an Athenian lawmaker, known for creating one of the earliest written legal codes in ancient Greece. So, how does the death story go? Draco was giving a speech in a theater in Aegina when the crowd was so overwhelmed with appreciation for him that they decided to throw hats and cloaks on top of him. However, the enthusiastic crowd went overboard, burying Draco under a massive pile of clothing. Unable to free himself, he suffocated to death beneath the very tokens of admiration meant to celebrate him. Okay, yeah, that is a very stupid way to die. Where would I rank it though? Where would I rank it? I don't know. So I do have some credibility issues with the story. So do historians widely have credibility issues. A historian myself, I fit myself into that category. So for that reason, I'd probably give it a C tier. I do think it's funny death, but is it funnier than the donkey eating figs? No, it's not. So Draco Malfoy, you're getting in the C tier, bud. Next up, we have Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Can we just take a moment? And appreciate this sexy man? That is one hunk of a Chinese man, and I do say, I am quite swooned. So let's get into how he died. Qin Shi Huang was the first emperor of a unified China from around 259 to 210 BC. Despite all of his power, he was obsessed with one thing, as all powerful men are, and that was achieving immortality. Qin Shi Huang could only last so long. He needed to achieve immortality, which obviously was possible. Duh. Which is why your boy Qin Shi Huang decided to send out alchemists across the Chinese lands. He's sending out these wizards, if you will. Why don't we do that more often? That sounds awesome. I would like personal wizards to go search the lands for me. Anyway, these alchemists were tasked with searching the lands to develop a potion of immortality. However, this so-called potion of immortality was nothing but the sort. In fact, Qin Shi Huang allegedly died from drinking said potion because of its toxic levels of mercury content, which apparently the ancient Chinese didn't know killed you. Fair enough. So where does this rank? Where does this death rank? Okay, maybe I'm just swooned by the likes of this handsome Chinese man, but I think this is an S. This has gotta be. If this isn't an S tier death, I don't know what it is. Everything about the death, whether it be the wizards, whatever. This is goated. S tier, first S tier. Qin Shi Huang, Zhang Hao Shu. Yes! All right, next up, we're gonna take a break from some of these unks in the BC status, okay? I'm sorry, bro, but if you were born before Christ, what are you doing? Grow up. Grow up. So next, we're going to Sigurd the Mighty. Sigurd the Mighty was a 9th century Norse warrior and the 2nd Earl of Orkney. He was a very fearsome Viking who expanded his rule through brutal conquests, as the Vikings do. So, how did he die? During one of his campaigns, Sigurd challenged a local nobleman, Malbrigti. During this battle, however, Sigurd decided to cheat. He brought twice as many men as agreed upon. This easily defeated Malbrigti's forces. After the battle, Sigurd beheaded him, and as a trophy, strapped the severed head to his horse's saddle. So if he won the battle, how did he die? Well, as the legend goes, unfortunately, as he was riding back home on the horse with the head attached, the head bounced around from one of the horse's legs to the other and scratched Sigurd's own leg with the teeth of the severed head. This became a fatal infection and later caused Sigurd's own demise. So where does this fall on the tier list? Sigurd, dude. If you die from getting bit, you get bit by a dude who isn't even alive, that is corny, dude. Are we with The Walking Dead? Is this 2013 or whenever that came out? What is this a good death or is this just corny? I don't even think that's a... Bro got bit by a zombie, apparently. I think he's going in C tier. I'm sorry, Sigurd. Your death just was not that cool, bro. I'm sorry. All right, next up, 1600 AD. Tycho Brahe. Tycho Brahe was a Danish astronomer famous for his incredible, precise celestial observation. Despite Tycho's brilliance, Brahe is best remembered for the utterly ridiculous way that he died. Very unfortunate. If you're already remembered for your death, that is not a great start to the Dane. So how did he die? As the story goes, Tycho Brahe attended a grand banquet in Prague. In those days, proper etiquette dictated that it was extremely rude to leave the table before the host dismissed the guests. After holding in his urine for hours, he finally attempted to go, but by then, it was too late. He reportedly ruptured his bladder. Wow. Oh my God. Over the next 11 days, he endured excruciating pain before ultimately dying. Okay, here's what I don't get. Why did he keep drinking water? I mean, if there's a rupture, it's like... Okay, whatever, Tycho. His last words were have said to been, "Let me not seem to have lived in vain." That is probably one of the most vain deaths to die. Okay, so Tycho. Okay, where are we putting Tycho? Well, it has to be said the Danes have given us two things that I know of. The little sweets and Tycho. That's all I can think of, Danish people. Y'all better get on it, because I do not know what y'all do. So where are we putting Tycho? S! That's an S tier, baby. If your bladder ain't exploding, you're not dying good, okay? S tier for Tycho. All right, we are on to the very last one. And for this one, we are finally leaving the old world and we are coming to the new world in the United States of America. Greatest country to ever exist. Clement Vallandigham. Clement Vallandigham lived from 1820 to 1871, and he was an American lawyer and a former congressman. A beautiful organization, might I add. Let me put up some famous some famous congressmen, so we know the type of esteemed individuals that we're dealing with. Only the greatest and brightest souls in the United States Congress. Clement was an outspoken lawyer during the Civil War. We ain't gonna touch that. So how did he die? Vallandigham was defending a man accused of murder. His argument, the victim had accidentally shot himself while drawing his gun. This is already a very American story, might I add. To convince the jury, Vallandigham decided to demonstrate how could this have possibly happened. During his reenactment, he grabbed a pistol, which he believed to be unloaded, pulled it from his pocket, and shot himself in his stomach. He died a day later. That is very unfortunate. But what wasn't unfortunate is the accused was proven innocent. So, a win. But, is it absurd? I mean, an American and a gun, that's kind of common. Honestly, it's cool that he got his bro free, I guess, free bro. But, it's kind of lame. I'm giving it a D. I'm sorry. That's a D tier, Clement. That's not even that cool. Alright guys, so that's the end of the tier list. You'll have to let me know what you think. In my opinion, Qinshi Huang and Tycho Brahe are totally S tier. Those are S tier deaths. The bladder exploding and then the drinking mercury for fun, I don't think you can beat that. So if you guys disagree, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. It helps boost some engagement. So make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button, share it with everyone you know. Okay, let everyone know about this video, because if you want more content like this, that's the best way to support me. It took a long time to edit this because I'm very new to editing. And yeah, these longer videos with all these cuts, that just takes a long time. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe. Scootrmacl out.